Welcome back, YouTube. We are going to play with the Mini for a little bit today. I got the oil pressure sensor for it because the other one is leaking oil out the plug. And also got the PCV valve in, which is kind of a cool little thing in the valve cover. So let's pop the hood and get started here. I was going to replace the exhaust manifold gasket because I do have the kit, the head gasket kit, everything for this, which is really funny because I open it up, exhaust valves, intake valves, head bolts, full timing set, which is really cool that I actually had that. Anyways, intake gaskets, head gasket, valve cover gasket, valve seals, but yet there is no exhaust gasket in there. Makes no sense whatsoever on that one. So I guess I ain't changing the exhaust gasket today. All back in the box so that way I don't lose none of it. Put it on the shelf so if the Mini does have an issue, I can fix it. So what I've got today, here's a PCV valve, new, ready to go. Oil sensor. Let's see if I can find a socket for this. Put you down for a second here on this little tripod thing. As you can see, I'm still just getting off work. So you can see what I can find here for this little sensor. Don't forget the washer. I think it's a 22 millimeter. There's 24, too big. Oh, look at that. What size is that? 22 millimeter. Alright, let's go to the car and see what we can do. Hopefully I ain't got to take nothing off here. I don't know if you can see down in there or not. Right there is the plug. Probably going to need a screwdriver. Let's grab the PCV valve on here, and there's a screwdriver. Put you up here again. I don't know what buttons I'm hitting, so if you see something happen, I'm going to get you right here. You can kind of see what I'm doing. I don't know if that helps or not, but it helps me, let me tell you. That's a nice light on top of the GoPro. Lift that up, pull that out. There we go. Luckily the oil hadn't gotten started on it again. That was loose inside there. Wow, majorly loose. Could have been some of my issue, but I've got a new one, so I'm gonna put it in. It's identical. This probably won't be too long of a video, but you should get to sit here with me and see what's going on. I want to thank you all for watching. If you like what we're doing, please like, share, and subscribe, because we really like to do more with this. You know, we support ourselves with, you know, working full-time jobs, and not saying I want to quit my job or anything like that to become a full-time YouTuber, but at the same time, if it happened, it'd be nice. Who doesn't like being full-time? It's something you love. But at the same time, you need benefits, and benefits are expensive when you're on your own. Alright, that is it. Let's go over here to the PCV valve. I know you just love being upside down, turned upside down, up and around, and whichever other ways. See how loose that is. It's a broken cap. There's a spring. I forget where this came with. There's my screwdriver wants to go by. Not today. I don't know what the little part goes to. It must be inside. But I just need to replace this. Maybe because I'm doing this backwards here. There we go. Pop. That hurts on my finger. Why aren't you going down? Maybe. Because the spring's not worn out. Maybe a little tappity tap tap tap. Hopefully I can get Project Mini done here. This week. Try to maybe do the thermostat this weekend if I get time. Then I gotta figure out why this won't go down. Maybe I just need to push on it harder. Because the gaskets don't wind up right. If I can get this up there without any issue. There we go. Okay. Difference, but it might. It's probably not the way you're supposed to do it, but Alright. Got the damaged piece. Chasing the spring. As you can see, everything here. Let's give her a start session runs today. The wife pulled her out of the garage when I got home. The interior cleaned up really nice in this, as you can see. Although, to be honest with you, having a grandson in here did not work out very well. I have a light out evidently. Sure. probably see better without the light on, but I'm not showing the oil pressure light. Fuel gauge is working. I do have a seat sensor problem. Let's grab the computer and see what the codes are today. Until she's running a whole lot better, not missing like she was. It's amazing what happens when you get a lot of issue with carbon buildup. Of course, I'm using a launch scanner. This is the Reader Professional 129X. As you can hear the beeper in the background there. Been clearing land for a couple mobile homes or modular homes coming in. Not for sure. Turn signals work. Alright, let's see what the launch says. She revs really good. Let's see what happens when we turn on the air. There we go. There we go. And she goes up, idles up, like she's supposed to. Got a little vibration from the daggone. Oh, look at all the leaves fall. Oh, 04 of 07. I think after we put the thermostat on this, we may try to do the rest work on the 6 series. Let's see if this will process real quick. I'm going to give you a story on the 6 series here shortly. 6 fault codes. What are my fault codes? Thermostat, oxygen sensor, sonar will misfire. Map, thermostat mechanism. So a couple of the same codes. Let's erase them. Okay. Seat occupancy detector is bad. Let's go back here and let it redo its thing. I'm gonna shut it down. Fires right up really good. I may have a bad spark plug. I have a whole box of them in there, but of course I couldn't get the Bosch number. If anybody knows the Bosch number, leave it in the comments. I'm sure it takes an NGK or something. Fan just kicked on. It's idling like it should. We've got one engine code now. Thermostat activation, which is good. So we know that's what the issue is. Now the 93 CS. Let's do a little research here real quick. 93 CS code. 93 CS. C3. C3 code. Oh, there's a video on it. Well, I'll look at that here in a little bit. So what we're going to do is I'm going to log off, power down. It's been a good scanner. I still have tire, seat, the occupancy sensor there. Check engine light's back on because I took off that, but and she's decided to smoke a little bit today. I don't know if you can see that back there when I rev it. But the AC's working good. Let's look at one thing real quick. When I took off the oil cap while it was running, it sucked that sucker right back on in there. Like it was nobody's business. Didn't like that. We'll go for a little drive real quick so you can kind of get to see how she drives. She still has a little bit of a rough idle, but could be spark plugs, could be coil. I mean, they seem to be working good. So they cleared all that land for them two houses. We used to have a lot of privacy. It was all wooded areas back here. As you can see, I'd like to have this property, but the guy that owns it lives in Miami. He actually stopped in and checked out the property the other day. Evidently he owns a bunch of them in this area, and him and his daughter. And I was asking what they wanted for it, because I was going to buy it, keep it, maybe put a big shop on it. And I was told about $90,000 with that. He had turned down $90,000 on it. And I'm sorry to say, but the property in this area is probably $35,000 to $40,000 right now. Ever since the Water Equestrian Center went in, it got really expensive around this area. Our house, from what we bought it at to what it is today, we can make a killing on it if we sold it. But I like this country area that we live in. It's actually really beautiful, as you can see. I mean, besides the overgrowth of trees, but it's pretty peaceful back here. You get your wild boar, some deer, coyotes, foxes, a bunch of odds and ends. she must have pulled the seat because I tell you, ow. Don't get old, it sucks. Move the seat back, got a cramp in my shoulder. Coming in. See some dogs reading pretty good there. Tachometer, 1500 RPM, doing about 20 mile an hour. I'll show you when we get back what we found in the oil filter or oil pump. Doesn't have a lot of get up and go, let me tell you. She ain't a whole lot different than the M3 Comp. You hit the M3 Comp gas pedal, you're at 70 before you know it. Here, this is steadily climbing, but she's driving really good, as you can see. She does get up and go. She seems to be doing pretty good. Got an old Dodge Ram that's getting ready to rear end me. People on this road like to ride your butt like it's nobody's business. Let's see what she does in sport mode. There's a lock brake sport. We're in sport mode. Here we go. Woo, spinning them front tires. She's running really good. Put her back in regular mode there. We'll call it turtle mode. So they cleared out this property. I don't know what they're going to do with it, but they decided that it wasn't good enough, or they couldn't buy it, or something. Same with this property. This one's got a big old gully in it where they did some, I guess it's got a cave or something, or mine, something like that. I'm not 100% sure. See, you got the guy blocking the road like usual. Lower back. If you want some fresh kettle corn, check out the Crafty Kettle. They have some of the best kettle corn and lemonade shakers that there is. They got multiple flavors of kettle corn too. Kind of screwed up a little bit here. Well, if you go to the Crafty Kettle, they can make you some and ship it out to you. They do have a website based out of Florida. Started from a little tent. And no, they don't pay me to say that and tell you to go try their products. We enjoy their popcorn. Actually, my wife was eating some tonight after dinner. They do give us a bag here and there when they got some extras. They have a really good one. It's coconut-based oil. It's called their Movie Magic. And then they have the regular, which is really good. Both of them are really good, but I like the Movie Magic myself. And we are in the garage. Turn off the old AC here. Idles down. Runs a whole lot better. go. That must have been working on the AC button. This piece of plastic was stuck in the oil pump. There's another one just like it, a little bit smaller. Really sucks. Oh, I got tools everywhere. Well, I found a bunch of stuff in the garage. There's a timing tool kit for the N12, N13, N14, N16. You see, the Mini fits in here pretty snug, even though I've got a lot of stuff in here. I need to cut down that cabinet. Told you I was going to tell you about the 6 Series. So, when I lived in Kentucky years ago, you can see this one's the 87 L6, which I'm taking the badges off and painting it back to a nice white color with some blue and some turquoise bluish in the clear coat, just to give it a different tone. But I had bought a gray market 6 Series when I lived in Kentucky. Everything was in German, dog leg, 5-speed, beautiful car, red, a few little rust spots, you know, I've been sitting for years. But that was one of those cars that you should never sell. It was a beautiful bumpers. It was 85, so it had the E12 base, not the E24 base. Suspension and stuff, or E28 base, whatever you want to call it. But I lowered it down. A beautiful car, great car. And I sold it because we had picked up an M3, a 99 E36 M3 from a doctor. So I sold it, and when I shouldn't have, I regret it. I always have. And the wife drove the E36 for a while, and we ended up selling it for a Mustang. Sad, ain't it? But anyways, I've always regretted selling it. So last year, I decided that I was gonna get another E24 project, and every one that I looked at was so expensive that I just couldn't see putting money into something like that. And then I come across this one and went back and forth with the guy quite a bit. And we settled. I was doing inventories at work. We settled on a price. And so I went and picked it up. I didn't know if it ran or not. I was kind of amazed that it did, because we popped the hood on it. Exhaust manifolds were missing completely. Been sitting for a while. Put a battery on it, fired right up, drove it on the trailer. Hopefully I've got some pictures I can put up on there, or at least post on the website or on Facebook. It's under Euro Dreams Garage or Euro Dreams Garage 2.0. 2.0 is a public one. My son made the regular Euro Dreams Garage Facebook, but you have to friend us, which we'll accept. So they'll be posting on both, and then hopefully we'll get started back on that. It's one of those cars that I should never got rid of. That's why I'm taking my time on this one. I want to do more, but you know, time, money, it takes its toll. Now on this Volkswagen, don't know what we're going to do with it yet. We've been back and forth on what we want to do. My son took the bumpers off. We're going to take the brackets off here soon. Evidently my cover's ripped really bad, which sucks. But we're going to get, oh, that's right on a body line too. Might be able to get that cut out pretty decent. We need to fix that spot there. in that little spot there. And it goes back up in there. So hopefully we can take that trim off and fix it pretty easy. I'm hoping. But that should be here. We'll start on it soon. I don't know what we're going to do with it, because putting a new top on it, you know, anybody can do that. Well, you know, it's called Project Drop Top. Maybe we just put a cover over the back of it somehow and make it like a beach cruiser or something. Not for sure. I like the Wolfsburg rims on it. I think it look good lowered. Like I said, we've been talking to a guy, or actually I messaged the guy about doing coilovers he's got, and they'd look good on coilovers. And then of course we've picked up some stuff a couple weeks ago. We picked up some rims, some Porsche Macan rims. Need to be cleaned and blasted, it looks like. They're all not the perfect shape, but they're staggered. Tires decent on the front. Back, you can get away with them for a while. Probably try to trade them for a set of good rims and tires for the Mini. Possibly a couple sets or something. But also thinking about doing like a little stereo in the Mini. Since this is going to be a driver for the wife to get to and from work, and maybe on the weekends for us. I'm not going to have the grandson in it that much because, one, the car seat sucks to put in there. And two, there's no room for more than 2 people in the car seats in there. So we're going to do that. We'll just keep it in the M3. If we need to go somewhere, like grocery store or whatever. Take the little car to the dump if we need to. Little Mini's good for that. We put 7 trash bags in it. Seats folded down, perfect. But it's a beautiful night out here. I'm going to leave you all with that, and you can see the fire in the distance, a little smoke going. Coming back and see us. Probably start another video here soon, maybe this weekend, putting the thermostat in. Maybe I feel like tackling it. Just didn't want to lose the clip. But if it has thermostat, then everything else should work fine. Most likely, everything should work. Let's hope. But until next time, please like, share, subscribe. Come back and visit us. We'll see you next time.